They say summer is the time to live in Chicago. Well, that's extended into autumn as we are ready to roll under blue skies at Soldier Field. Nothing like the fanfare of introductions to an NFL game, and that was in evidence a moment ago. Fireworks, pyrotechnics, you name it. This crowd is ready as their guys get set to match up between the Los Angeles Chargers and the Chicago Bears. And they will elect to not bring this one out as our first drive will begin at the 25. For the first time with Tariq Cohen, and he will lose yardage and be backed up to the 24. It'll go as a loss of a yard on the game's first play. Second down.
Second and 11 at the 24-yard line.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Gonna let one fly for Robinson. And that's caught inside the 30. And great yardage here all the way deep into Los Angeles territory. So with the pass being completed, they'll go ahead and take that instead.
Nothing extra to be gained. Pass interference at the spot, completed the pass. That was your play. So it might as well have not even had the penalty.
They go play action here on first down. We'll get that complete to his tight end, Kmet. And he is out of bounds, but first he gets it inside the 10 to the 7. 12 more yards there and another first down.
First down. First and goal at the 7-yard line.
They'll try to counter here, Cohen. And the Bears are going to have it first and goal as he'll take this down to about the 3.
When you look at the geography we're staring at, this part of the field, don't you always think of big backs carrying the football, bruisers trying to pound it in? Instead, look at a little more of a scat back type, and he's trying to make it happen.
Yeah, they went with the elusive, slippery guy. Couldn't get in there, though. They'll run for it with Tariq Cohen. And he's going to get this back to the 3-yard line and no further. Call it no gain that time, and now it's third and goal. 2 straight shots on the ground. Now on third, do you go to the air?
I think the possibility exists, and if you're doing it, you're probably going play action since you ran it twice. But I often think that second down is the time you go play action and throw the ball. I say commit to the run and think about it being 4-down territory.
The LA defense up the snuff in coverage there. Pushes this to 4th down.
They really had a good drive going there, but a nice recovery by the defense these past few downs. Able to knock that one away on 3rd down and bring up what I think for the offense, an unexpected 4th down here.
Well, after marching down the field, only getting 3 there, kind of feels like a win for the defense.
And it does. They'll go to the sideline feeling a lot better that they didn't give up a touchdown after the march against them. But if I were the offense, I wouldn't hang my head over that one. That's a good drive, and 3 points were put on the board.
And he brings us out past the 20 to the 24.
The Chargers take over first and 10 at their own 24-yard line.
Herbert and the Chargers now with a 1st and 10 at their own 24. And some room to roam now. And now off to the races down the right side. And all the way in for a Charger touchdown. A big play there. 76 yards. And the Chargers have taken the lead. Well called, well blocked, and then he just made a great play. That was an athlete going a long way.
Yeah, how about the suddenness, too, of just getting there and taking off and going? For the defensive guys, plays like that really hurt.
The kickoff team on the field now as they will send this one away. Fields it in the middle of the end zone. And this will not be returned. It'll come out to the 25.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And last time they got 3 points, but it was a chip shot field goal. And when you go to the sideline after a chip shot field goal, maybe the offense not too happy.
It's a balancing act, isn't it? Because you're exactly right. They're none too pleased that they didn't punch it in for 6 points. But they also have to remember they did put points on the board.
3 points is 3 points.
And in this league, you take points when you can get them. Not easily done.
They'll get 3 as the drive continues. It's a first down.
2nd and 2 is prime time for a little bit of a gamble, isn't it? Open up the playbook, go play action, toss that bad boy deep. But in this situation, go ahead and give it to your back. Let him pick up a first down. Keep the sticks moving.
So from the 36 now, 1st and 10.
Let's go, deep, tighten up. Let's go.
Off the play fake, he'll look to throw. Blitz coming, and down he goes.
The quarterback.
Now, we talk about players blitzing all the time. I often laugh and sometimes call it just straight-ahead pursuit. What a running start right back to the backfield for him.
Yeah, it really didn't give anybody a chance to get up there and stop him.
No, I mean, that's really, really difficult. You're asking a whole lot anyway, but when he gets that kind of a start and comes through clean, oftentimes the advantage definitely goes to the defensive player.
Mike 54. Mike 54. Let's go, let's go.
It's a pickup of 12, and that'll set up a 3rd down.
That was a really nice job by them picking up the run blitz and detecting it and blocking it and turning it into a nice run. And a lot of times you think if you blitz a running play, you're going to smother it. But a lot of the blitzers, they come in a little bit high. They don't have great leverage, and they're easily blocked and turned to the side.
Now this time he'll look to throw. Connects here with a tight end, Jeremy Sprinkle. And they stop him up short of the first down as they get him at about the 43. They get only 4 that time as that leads us to a 4th down. The offense is not leaving the field. They're going to stay out and go for it on 4th and 3. They're going to try and throw.
Open man is Kmet, the tight end.
And he'll go down, but not before getting this inside the 30. Hey, nothing to see here. Just your standard 4th down gain of 28 yards. And the drive keeps going.
They had to settle for 3 last drive, hoping this second go-around ends in 6. In good position, 1st and 10.
The play-action fake. They'll look to throw. It's hauled in by Brandon Cooks. That will go as a pickup of 7 on the 7th play of the drive.
It's a gain of 7. Brings up 2nd and 3 at the Chargers' 22-yard line.
After 1, 7-3 the score on EA Sports.
7, Bears 3.
2nd and 3, and they trail 7-3, but getting close to changing that. And this defense hoping to limit them to a field goal to preserve the lead.
Now he's going to swing this one out to his running back. And he is out of bounds right around the 10-yard line. It's a nice pickup of 12 yards, and it gives him a 1st and goal.
Well, they've certainly done a nice job spreading the ball around on this drive. This time he gets it out to his back, and it's another nice play and another 1st down. They've got the defense on their heels a little bit. They're reacting instead of being aggressive and making plays.
They'll try and run for it on 1st and goal. And he's going to be met at the line of scrimmage and taken down. They'll say no gain on the play, and it'll be 2nd and goal.
What an advantage having a lead guy in the middle of the defensive line, because not only does he take up the space and let the linebackers run free, but he can also make plays himself, as we just saw there.
2nd and 9 now. They'll try and set up the screen. It's complete. And they go the wrong way on this one. Losing yardage back at the 12. That'll set them back with a loss of 3 on the play. And that'll make it 3rd and goal. Back to throw here. And inside the 5 here before he's out of bounds right at the 3. A gain of 9, not enough, and it's 4th down.
There's another example that playing football isn't strictly being physical. You've got to think as well. Nice job reading his keys by the linebacker and going out in the open space when they dumped it to the back. He was able to make the play and stop him short of the goal line.
So a dozen plays on that drive, CD, but in the end, it yields just the 3 points.
Well, they were able to keep the defense on the field for a long time, but let's be honest about it. That was about as unsatisfying a drive as you're going to get. 12 plays and you only get 3 points out of it. Not quite the ending they were looking for.
Take over 1st and 10 at their own 29-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And coming off a one-play drive that was so deflating for the defense, what's their mentality? How do they rally here and stop this offense?
Well, hopefully there's some determination that sets in, because they weren't ready to go on the last one. Give all the credit to the offensive guys for getting it done, but to allow a run of that length, that's just not being prepared. So now, are they determined? Are they ready to read their keys and make the proper plays?
And we'll see how determined they are. So now they have to contend with 2nd and 13 after the 1st down run goes backwards. Now a handoff here to his running back. Only a couple there as he'll be brought down about the 28.
He was brought
Not a whole lot there. The defense was ready, it looked, for that run-pass option.
You get the sense the next time he has that opportunity, he may keep it himself and get to the perimeter. Probably owes his back a little bit of an apology on that one, huh?
Going to throw on 3rd down with Herbert. Flushed out right. And this is going to be caught, but they'll say out of bounds. So it's incomplete. Well, they'll get the yardage, but they hate to see him take that hit.
You're always trying to cool off a big-time guy throwing the ball, but you have to know when to back off, pull up, and not hit him. There's the penalty.
A bad time for a roughing penalty, and they get the gift of a 1st and 10. Tackle made there by Frank Clark.
The ball carrier.
Certainly a nice job there by the defense rallying to the football and getting him on the ground, but I think the play gets made by the defensive front, because if they can't get upfield, their job is to go ahead and get low, almost get into a ball sometimes, stack things up, and make it difficult for the runner to find a hole.
The last run got a couple. Here's 2nd and 8. And to give this time to the tailback. And he'll be taken down just shy of midfield after a gain of about 4.
On any running play that's called, they're always hoping that it's going to break big and go the distance. But when you get a nice gain like that, you're able to do so many things anyway. You can come back and run essentially the same play again, continue to move the ball on the ground, or you can decide to throw the ball now because usually you have the defense back on its heels.
He's got a first down and then some inside the 40. And he's free going down the left side. It's a foot race. Touchdown, L.A. A great play there. His second touchdown of the game, 17th on the year. The Chargers, they're able to widen their lead.
Third down, as a defender, all you're thinking about is getting off the field. How do you stop this last play? But if you don't wrap up when you tackle and you play it back like this, all of a sudden he's taking it to the house, and now you're looking at each other wondering, what did we do wrong on that play?
And it's up. It's good. Our score, 14-6.
Chargers 14, Bears 6.
The kickoff unit is out on the field, and they will send this one away. Taken at the 15, a short kick. Oh, a good return up past the 30. And up past the 35, a very good return, but a penalty down. That may negate all the good work. So holding will scratch off some of that return.
And I know fans get frustrated when they see penalties of this sort on kick returns, but it is difficult to do it right against these moving targets at full speed. Hard to do.
And he's going to be dropped following a pickup of 7 past the 30 to the 32.
Never make the mistake that the slot receivers, especially the little guys like we're watching here, are just quicker than fast. A lot of them combine quickness and speed, and they catch a lot of footballs, as we just saw there.
2 minutes remaining in this first half of football. A reminder, once we hit halftime, as we do all season, we'll send it down to Jonathan Coachman in Orlando. He'll have all the stats and scores from games in progress around the NFL.
The best multitasker in the business, the coach.
Now this one complete downfield on the left side. And he is in. Touchdown, Chicago. Touchdown. Brandon Cooks. His 4th touchdown on the year. And now the Bears are within a 2-point conversion of tying up the game. A little surprising they wouldn't go for 2, but this is up and good. And the lead is cut to 1 at 14-13. This is Tony Pollard. And they'll get him down inside the 30 at the 27.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10. At their own 27-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And it's a unit last drive that did it all on the ground, Charles.
And they controlled it from the interior. Big on big, right? Offensive lineman versus defensive lineman. But you know, in order to keep the football moving downfield, other people have to get involved as well. Your wide receivers, your tight ends, lead runners, anything that you have possible to get in front and keep the ball moving.
And now the defense may be looking out for a pass coming up. And he'll give it here to his running back. Give him 3 on first down. It'll set up a 2nd and 7.
Give credit to the defense for stringing that play out, and they gave up no cutback angle. You know he was trying to dart through. No place for him to go. A nice job there, only giving up a 3-yard gain.
The last run got 3. Now here's 2nd and 7. From the shotgun, here's Herbert. He's got his man on the crossing route. And he's brought down after a very nice gain. A gain there of 21 yards.
The goal for any offense versus his own defense, find the holes where guys are available and put the ball on the receiver before any defender can step up and fill it.
They did it well there. Perfectly executed crossing route. Now a handoff here to his running back. And he'll get this into enemy territory, but not by much, as he's down to the 48. Just a yard on the pickup there, and it'll bring up a 2nd and 9.
Brings up 2nd and 9.
Sliding out of the pocket. And he finds a man on the crossing route. The Chargers going to signal for the first of their timeouts as they stop it with 28 seconds to go in the first half of play. So the big play means just like that, they'll operate from the red zone now on first down. Herbert. Going left side here, and it's complete. Now the Chargers will use the 2nd of their timeouts as the stoppage will come with 23 seconds to go till halftime.
19-yard line.
A 2nd and 11 from the 19.
Herbert now escaping the pressure right. Now he'll pull it down, and a flag comes in as that one falls incomplete. Well, let's see who this is on. So he was past the line of scrimmage when he threw it.
And as they say, that's a no-no. Got to be able to understand where you are on the field and not cross the line before throwing the ball downfield.
Third and long, it's Herbert. He's going to hit his man out of the backfield, complete. And he'll be out of bounds about a half to a full yard shy of the 5. They're able to convert on third down, and that sets up a 1st and goal. And to give this time to the tailback. And a minuscule gain of maybe a yard from the 6 to the 5.
Tackle made at the 5-yard line. It's a gain of a yard. Brings up.
And we're going to get a timeout with 2 seconds remaining in the second quarter. So with 2 ticks left here in the half, on is the field goal unit. From the right hash here, should be an easy one. Gonzalez's kick is good. So we've reached halftime here in a 4-point game as we send you down to Orlando, where Jonathan Coachman has our EA Sports halftime report. Coach. So the Chargers will start the second half with the lead and the football as we're underway in the third quarter. Now Pollard. The lane opens here. He's past the 30.
Tony Pollard on the return. The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 32-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And they split the uprights last time for 3. They've got the lead. They're not going to play this conservative. They're not hoping for another field goal. They're hoping for a touchdown.
I'm with you on that one. I like where your head is. I like the way you're thinking, because you're exactly right. Trying to sit on a lead and play that way, that doesn't work too well for most teams. Run your offense. Run what you do best. Exactly. Put it all the way down and try to increase your lead in a big way. And the best way to do it, touchdowns.
And he'll go down right around the 47 this time. 6 yards the pickup, and that's a first down.
Well, you certainly have to give a little credit here, because they're playing this game now at their pace. This is ball control football, sustained runs, taking their time and making it work.
Here's a throw out wide, complete to his running back right side. There he goes, right side. And he just falls short down at the 1-yard line. A huge play there on the screen pass. 52 yards. And he fights his way in for a Charger touchdown. Taking it in from a yard out. And the Chargers are going to add on to their lead. He keeps carrying the ball into the end zone, and in this one, he's sort of carrying the team on his back.
He's the reason that they lead right now. No question about it. And you talk about on his back, he's not minding the extra weight at all, is he? Carrying that just as lightly as he does the football. Yeah, what a great performance so far.
Those 3 touchdowns, it's got him in the lead. And he'll decide to not bring this one out as their drive will begin at the 25. Bears offense ready to go for their next drive. And their halftime hole now even deeper, and they need a big drive here just to answer the first touchdown of the second half scored against them.
They were down at that. Now, as you mentioned, they're down a little bit bigger, but no time for discouragement. Just got to get back to it, right? Put your shoulder against the boulder and start pushing and try and get back to where you were to start the half.
They'll come up now 2nd and 4 from the 31. A handoff as they run the counter play. Oh, he's got some breathing room. Touchdown, Chicago! A great effort there. His 5th touchdown now on the year. And the Bears have cut it to within a score. Now the Bears keeping the offense on the field and going for 2. They'll try and throw for it. And this is going to be intercepted.
Picked by Kenneth Murray.
It's interesting that when it comes to two-point conversions, even heavy run teams tend to throw the ball in these situations. In this case, this one was intercepted.
Yeah, they weren't fooled. They were ready for the pass, picked it off. Now after the touchdown, here's Santos to kick this one away.
Fielded a couple yards into the end zone. And he'll be brought down shy of the 20, so the decision to bring it out of the end zone, not a good one.
The Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 18-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And for them, a touchdown their last go-around. Obviously, they'll be hoping to do that again.
And when you start plotting for this drive, when you start thinking to yourself, okay, what are we going to do? You don't go away from what you did before because that worked, but you have to be prepared for wrinkles and counters because you know they'll make some adjustments.
Not much there, only a yard.
All defenses worry that whenever anyone catches the ball and has a head of steam come out of the backfield, it could turn into a big play with missed tackles or he runs through people. But they were right there waiting, and they stopped him for a minimal gain.
Man, I just love being in this stadium. So much history, tradition, so many great teams and games, and we're seeing a pretty good one right now, hotly contested in the 3rd quarter.
And he is out of bounds right around the 34. 15 yards on the play, 1st down. All right, I got to ask you, with these RPOs, essentially the quarterback has 3 options, right? So what's different from that versus the triple option that we see the service academies run at the college level?
As a general rule, the triple option at the college level, most things are...
Oh, this is taken in. It's complete. And they'll get this well past midfield before being stopped just before the 35.
1st down, Chargers.
So how about that for a chain mover? They're all the way down inside the 40 now for 1st and 10. Now Herbert off the bootleg. He'll buy some time right. It's incomplete. Took a shot, couldn't connect.
They've been trying and trying, but they haven't sacked him yet. He's been able to get away and make plays. Tried to make another one downfield right there, but to no avail. They'll have to keep up the pursuit, though, and not let him get hot.
3rd quarter of a tight football game as we come up on a 2nd and 10.
Watch quick. Watch quick. Check 3. Check 3.
Throwing again. Herbert. Wide open receiver complete. And he's going to have another 1st down as the tackle's made here at the Bears' 22-yard line. The Chargers passing game rolling a bit here. They've got another 1st. Herbert on 1st down now. And it's caught. And he takes it in for a Charger touchdown.
To number 84.
22-yard touchdown grab. And the Chargers find a way to stretch their lead. Gonzalez to add the PAT. And this one gives his guys a 12-point lead.
Makes the score Chargers 31, Bears 19.
Out is the kickoff unit as they run up and send this one away.
fielded near the back of the end zone. And no effort to bring this one out. It's a touchback.
At their own 25-yard line.
At the line, prepping for their next drive, the Bears offense. And he'll give it here to his running back. And from the 25, they work this to the 29, a gain of 4.
I feel like I could see what he was thinking on that carry. Wanted to follow that big tackle through the hole. Ended up only getting 4 yards on the carry. I think he had designs on that one being bigger.
And they get him down, but not before he takes it across the 40-yard line. We've seen him break off a big run already in this game, and for a second, that one looked like it might be another.
Yeah, I think that any defense would say, look, we can't let him get to the second level, because sometimes he'll break off the big run on his own, but oftentimes you get additional blocking at the second level, which gets you deeper into the secondary.
Now a play fake here on first down. Throwing for his running back, and he's got him complete. This will be stopped about 2 yards shy of the marker. 8-yard gain, 2nd and 2.
Brings up
just about every quarterback is trained to really look downfield first before you come back and make a nice, safe throw. And in this case, that's exactly what he did. Found his running back, let him create some space, and it turned out to be a nice play for the offense.
And he'll be brought down at the 45-yard line.
Well, they still have time to get him established, but in my estimation, they've got to pick up the urgency here. They've got to get quickly in and out of the huddle and run off a bunch more plays.
On first down, they go right back to Cohen. And able to push forward for right around 3 yards down to the 42.
He's brought down.
Now, they struggled to get him rolling on the ground in the first half, and that's sort of continuing here in the third quarter.
Yeah, but I don't think it's time to abandon the running game. I would say keep feeding the horse, and I believe he'll eventually reward them, especially as we get deeper in the game.
Here's a 2nd and 7. They'll roll him out right. And that is incomplete here. And they'll need to get to the 35 if they want to keep this drive going on third down.
Push him back. Push him back. Mike 5-5. Mike 55. Mike 5-5. Get that quarterback.
Out of the gun, they'll look to throw. Caught out left side by Robinson. And he'll be out just a yard or two shy of the 30.
That's good for another Chicago Bears. 1st and 10 at the 31-yard
line of scrimmage, the 31 now on 1st and 10. Back now at Soldier Field. It's Bears football, but they trail on the scoreboard as we get set to bring you the fourth quarter. First down, a run with Cohen. He winds up getting only a couple there, down to the 29.
Well, any lane that might have been open there was closed pretty quickly, and that was because the defensive front, they won that battle at the point of attack at the line of scrimmage. They used great leverage, held their spot, and stacked him up.
Here's a pass swung out left to his running back, and he'll be out of bounds as he gets this down about the 21 or 22.
For a second there, I thought that might break big. Screen pass, looked like it was coming together, looked like there was an opening. Still, ended up with a solid gain.
Play number 9 set to come here on the drive on 3rd and 2. He'll drop this one down to Cohen, and he will have the Bears first down as they're able to convert on 3rd and short yardage with a gain of 4. They pick up the first down there with a gain of 4.
The 18-yard line.
They run the counter. Cohen. And he gets it down close to the 10-yard line. A solid run on first down. Gain of 7 leaves him with a 2nd and 3.
And there we saw one of the downsides of blitzing during a rundown, because sometimes you get out of your gaps. You don't fit the run quite as well because you're headed towards the ball carrier with abandon.
Big stop, let's go. 56.
2nd and 3. Gets this to his running back, Tariq Cohen. And they'll lose yardage here. They go backwards to the 13-yard line. It'll be a loss of a couple on the play, so now 3rd down coming up.
Let's get it.
And let's pin the mirrors back and go for 3.
56 the mic. 56 is the mic. It's just me and you.
From the shotgun, he'll look to throw. Into a double team, and it's intercepted. Read it well, and it's picked.
Partner, we always talk about possessions being at a premium in these games, and now in this situation, throwing an interception here when you have to claw your way back in, that one's going to hurt, and in a big way.
The Charger drive about to get going. Turnover that just got him the football back. Obviously a big one, because had they been able to score on the other side, this would have been a one-possession game.
So you don't sense full relief here, then?
No, I don't. Especially with the ball this deep in their own territory, because you make a mistake, they've got it right back in prime position.
They certainly do. So now, almost like almost like a 4-minute offense, right? Take care of this bad boy. Make sure the other team doesn't touch it, but move it with consistent gains. Wear down the clock and make them use their timeouts in this situation.
They'll try and run some clock here as they keep it on the ground. And brought down, but not before reaching the 25. 16 yards, a first down.
Well, that's a carry they have to be satisfied with, and throughout this game, they've been satisfied with what he's given them. Whenever they've needed a big run, a first down, he's the guy they've turned to. And it doesn't matter what the defense thinks. They feel like they've got the confidence to keep handing it to him and keep picking up good yardage.
They'll fake the handoff. Now Herbert. And he'll go down. The Bears get there for the sack.
And plays like that really hurt play calling. They had a really nice gain on the previous play, but gave about half the yardage back on the sack. Excellent pressure up front. Nowhere to go with the football. Down he goes.
Now a pass dumped off to his running back. They get 7 there on the screen. It'll set up a 3rd down.
Another nice pickup through the air, and I think a lot of people might expect them to run the ball in this situation, Brandon, but with this lead, they're electing to throw the football. Swings, slants, quick outs, things that they consider safe.
To throw on 3rd down, Herbert. And that's going to be incomplete. The coverage too good there. The contact popped the ball free, and it's 4th down.
From a defensive perspective, they had exactly what you want anytime they want to throw the football. There was pressure on the quarterback. They were getting after him, and they tightened down on the receivers and forced the incompletion.
2 minutes left to play in this football game here on EA Sports. So the Bears with the football here as we welcome you back. And let's see what they've come up with offensively after having time to talk it over. They go back to the air here after the INT on the last drive. And this is intercepted, and that should do it. Picked off around the 37, and it's a tremendous return as they finally get him at about the 10-yard line. Just a little bit of a rough stretch. 6 interceptions now in these last 2 weeks combined.
I know the easy thing is to go back to mechanics, footwork, things of that nature. I'm also wondering, is he getting fooled by what he's seeing on defense as the scouting report changes?
And he's in for a Charger touchdown. A 10-yard touchdown run. And the Chargers capitalize on the short field as they take it in for 6. And that rushing touchdown, his 4th, puts him just one shy of the NFL record in a single game.
And we all know he would love to get to that record and even beyond it, but he doesn't need to in order to impress in this one, does he? What a performance. What an absolute great game that he's had here in this one.
And he's been a busy man, 5 for 5 now as he knocks another one through to extend the lead.
38. Bears 19.
Set now to kick this one away, and off it goes. This taken in about 4 yards deep. And the decision to bring it out, not a good one, as he's tackled at the 15.
In this position, trying to get back into the game, teams are looking for a spark from their special teams. That's not what they got, though. They got a setback, and they have a long field to cover if they want to try and put points on the board.
Now a desperation throw deep down. He's got a man, complete. And he takes this one in for a Bears touchdown. Let's go! Jarnell Mooney, 85 yards. And the Bears cut into that lead.
The Bears will line up for the 2.
You got to understand situational football because they're playing with the lead here late in the ball game. So the back defender has got to be as deep as the deepest receiver. Keep everything in front of you, rally up and make the play.
Yeah, you would think they had the 3-score lead. Now it's down to 2, but 3-score lead here late, that they wouldn't give up a big pass play like that, but they did. Now Pollard. And he takes this near the 25. Just a little pass there. Call it the 26.
Chargers take over 1st and 10 at their own 26-yard line.
The Charger drive about to get going. And a few kneel downs should just about do it. Now, defensively, they do have all 3 timeouts, but very little reason to use them at this point. And he'll be upended at the 28-yard line. Just a 3-yard gain there. The recipe's pretty simple, I think, right? Just give your superstar the ball, continue to feed him.
Yeah, don't overthink this one, right? Make sure he's touching the football, but you're also counting on his intelligence in playing the game as well. If it's not there, don't force the run. Just make sure you hang on to the football and keep the clock ticking.
They've called his number a lot this afternoon. You wonder how much tread is left on those tires.
We certainly do, but I always think back to one of my favorite coaches in the NFL. And he used to have a meeting with his running backs every year in the offseason and say, look, as many times as you're going to carry the ball, you should be able to carry it one more time, so make sure you get in shape.
And a quick throw here, that's complete. And he is going to have the Chargers first down as they're able to get the 3rd down conversion.
It's a gain of 23 yards. And the Chargers first down.
They're going to pass here with Herbert. He's going to rifle one deep left side. And this will be incomplete. Physical play on the football there, and it's 2nd down.
Finally a good play there defensively on the deep ball. The secondary has had its struggles this entire game. Offensively, they've had their way with them.
So now 2nd and 10 after the incompletion on 1st down. Now a handoff here to his running back. And able to break one tackle, but then quickly brought down with a nice little gain. 9 yards, not quite enough, and they'll be left now with 3rd and 1. On 3rd down, they'll try and pick it up with a counter. And the reinforcements come in as they're going to stop him behind the line. Now the Bears going to use the 2nd of their timeouts as they'll stop the clock with 12 seconds to go in the football game. And with things looking pretty good on the scoreboard, they're going to keep the offense out there and go for it here on 4th. They'll try and run for it. And he's going to have the first down at about the 38. Call it a 3-yard gain. And on 4th down, they're able to convert and move the sticks. So this one's over. It's in the win column for the L.A. Chargers. And they were buoyed, Charles, by a big second half that put this one on ice.
So you get the sense that whatever was said at halftime obviously hit home. I think it's a little bit more than that, though. Obviously, there are words that are said, and, hey, come on, guys, we have to play better. But sometimes it's just sharpening your execution, sharpening your focus, and maybe doing the things you practiced all week without major adjustments, just doing them better, and that got it done in this one.
So for the Chargers, their strong start to the year continues as they're up to 5-1. And they'll have another road date next week with the Detroit Lions. Meanwhile, for the Bears, the losses are piling up as they drop to 1-5 now. And now they'll head to the bye week as they'll be back in action in Week 8. So for Charles Davis and our entire crew, I'm Brandon Gaudin. Next game, guess what? Charles and I will be here again. It's the NFL on EA Sports.